Hi, my name is Rebecca Gibson and I'm from the Hefner Laboratory at Columbia University. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to test for nitrates and phosphates. So the first thing I'm going to need you to do is to take your cuvette and rinse it out 3 times with your sample. One, 2, 3. Now this next one will be the sample that you'll actually be testing from. So now what I need you to do is to dump out some of the water in your cuvette until you reach this line that runs through the middle of the cuvette. Once you've hit the translucent line, you're ready for the tubes. So we have 2 tubes that we're going to be using to test. We have a nitrate tube and a phosphate tube. In order to tell the difference between the tubes, we just look at the bottom of each of our tubes and we can see either NO3 or PO4. I'm going to start off with the phosphate tube. So the first thing you're going to do with your tube is pull out this green tab. The next thing we need to do is to push all of the air out of this tube. Sometimes it helps to run your thumb along the bottom of the tube to be able to expel enough air. Once I have enough air taken out, I'm going to invert the tube and then place it inside of the cuvette. Once it's inside the cuvette, I can release the pressure. And now take out my tube. So we're going to let this tube sit for 5 minutes. And after 5 minutes, we take our color chart and compare the color of our tube in between the different colors on our chart. And you're going to pick a range that you think the color fits into. Now let's repeat the test, but with nitrate. So once again, I'm going to rinse out my cuvette 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to collect the sample. And once again, pour out the water up to the translucent line in the middle. Now I'll take my nitrate tube and pull out the green tab. And once again, I'll start from the bottom and expel as much air as I can out of the tube. Now I invert the tube and place it into the cuvette and release the pressure. And now I'll let this one sit for 3 minutes before I read it against the color chart. But just like for phosphate, for nitrate, I'll take the tube and place it in between the color blocks to see which range nitrate fits best in. And now you know how to test for nitrates and phosphates.